Evet arkadaşlar, herkese merhabalar. Bir önceki bölümde kitapçının ofisini araştırmıştık ve ilginç bir bulmacayla kitabı açtık. Açmamızda yine kafamız ne oldu, delirdik mi, ne yaptık? Onun gibi bir şeyler oldu, yine hayal gördük. Şu an tekrardan Riverside Kliniğine döndük. İsimsiz kitapçıda Pierce bir hırsızlık girişimine şahit oldu. Daha sonra bu işin arkasında Charles Hawkins'in olduğunu öğrendi. Pierce Sarah'la onun ne saklamaya çalıştığını öğrenmek üzere kitapçının kasasını açtı. Kasanın içinde bulunan insan derisiyle kaplı bir kitap dedektifin oldukça ilgisini çekti. Kitabı açtığı anda benliği başka birine transfer olmuştu. Hadi bakalım, başlıyoruz.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Hastayla ilgili bilgi ver bakayım ya. Hasta
What
kim?
can you tell me about him?
He was highly agitated an hour ago. We were about to tie him down when he fell asleep. 10 minutes ago, he curled up into a fetal position. I thought he was waking up, but no.
Nereliymiş?
I don't recognize him. Did he just arrive on the island?
He said he worked on the docks, but not with Captain Fitzroy. I think he works for Ms. Baker.
Who?
You know, the woman at the head of their gang. They call her Cat.
Oh, I see.
Do you have other questions?
Var. Bekle. Septomlarından bahset. Sağlık dosyasını görmem gerek.
Show me his file.
That's not possible.
Doktor mu
Don't tell
izin
me
vermiş?
Dr. Fuller has taken this file as well. We need it.
That's why I called you. This man's ailment has been hidden from us.
Come on now. What was he treated for?
An intoxication, I was told. After inhaling chemicals.
What are his symptoms?
His temperature has been going down, his skin losing its color, his body rigid. I closed his eyes myself. They were glassing over. I didn't want them to dry out, and I couldn't bear to look at the expression on his face.
You did well. Don't worry. Let's stay professional, if you will.
Bu kadar yeterli.
That'll do for the time being.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Şu an yok. İlaç verildi mi? Hastayı muayene et.
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Çok soru sordun. Muayene edelim.
Very well. I'll examine him. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin, tender at the touch, slightly sticky. 30-year-old subject, severe hypothermia, erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums, necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Yani hemşire bana cins cins sorular soruyorsun. Nereden bileyim karnında bir şey var, kolların ayakların durma endişe verici. Evet, hepsi var.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail.
Kaptan da aynı
And he
şeyle
won't
hala
believe me,
konuşmaya
but
devam ediyor.
when we bathed him earlier,
He seemed to feel better?
yes, like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes, they can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
Bu muhabbet nereye kadar gidecek
Did you
ya?
examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth.
Vücudu mutasyon geçiriyor gibi.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in
O
extraterrestrials.
mevzu oraya mı
No.
geldi?
This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations.
Su
And
altında
this
yaşayan yaratıklar gibi
transformation
mi?
is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray
Gel
that it's
bakalım
not
Fuller.
here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients, provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
Septomlar endişe verici. Daha önce böyle bir şeyle karşılaşmamıştım. Onu bir canavara dönüştürüyorsunuz. Sırayla gidelim.
These are alarming symptoms. If we don't act, he'll die.
Do you believe that? I'm not as convinced, you see. I even think this man has a strong chance of completely healing from his ailments.
No, Doctor. This patient isn't himself anymore. He's dying.
Really? What do you mean by isn't himself?
He's changing. His physical characteristics, they are more animal than human now.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat?
Seçenekten
What did
de.
he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Allah Allah. Neymiş bu mevzu bu kadar ya? Sakladı dosyalar. Delil işte, şimdi kimse şuradan konuşmazsa sen bu işe bulaşma.
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
Yani bir 10 dakikalık konuşma. Fuller'ın ofisine git. Oo, şurası şu an şeydeyiz.
Chronic insomnia. Like half the island.
Uykusuzluktu, uygusuzluk yazmışlar.
An unknown medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.
O zaman her yerde böyle bir bilgiler varsa hepsini araştırmamız lazım.
This place draws you in and never lets you go.
1924. Yüksek güvenlikli
The
yer.
answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Ha, burası aşağı kat. Bizim
Everybody
kaçtığımız
says
yer
it.
mi?
She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
Siz ikiz misiniz lan? Birbirinize çok benziyorsunuz.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan?
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh, well, at least we won't have to clean for a while.
And just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real show. Dr. Colden?
Ne konuşuyorsunuz lan? Şimdi blok A. Gizli tıp bilimleri. Ben de şeyi çıkarıyorum ha. Gaz lambasını çıkarıyorum. O karakter şey değil ki. Biz bayan doktor oynuyoruz şu an.
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
Tuvaleti mi temizliyorsun? İyi, temizle bakalım. Ne pişiriyor lan mutfakta?
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
İğrenç bir hastane mutfağı. Daha doğrusu klinik.
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I'm sorry. Dr. Fuller is a very busy man.
Well, is there anyone else who can tell us what's going on?
She's our only family, you know? And we can't even see her medical file.
Don't worry. I'm aware our institution is not always welcoming. But your mother is in good hands. I'll tend to her myself. And keep you informed at once. Would that suit you?
Well, that sure sounds great to us, Doctor. Thank you.
But those are just words, so we're not budging.
Very well. At least I'll know where to find you.
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Şimdi bu oyunu etkiliyor mu acaba? Büyük bir ihtimalle etkiliyordur. Biz buradan gelmiştik.
Hay fever. What's he doing here?
Ah, the whaling station.
Bu da
What's
kafayı
wrong with
yemiş.
me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back.
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out. I'll just sleep a bit more.
Uyu o zaman hadi.
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
I'll just sleep a bit more.
Ah, so there's Harding. She's still sleeping. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
Başka bir şeyler var mı?
What is the boiler room key doing here?
Al
The
al.
key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it. The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
Almayacak mısın?
The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it. Intoxication from breathing organic vapors. Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
Ben diyecektim bu kadın bir yerden tanıdık. Irene Sanders sağlık dosyası. Ne oldu sana?
Mrs. Sanders?
Bu kadın ölmüş. Kocası da burada yatıyordu. Yastık bile yok lan. Ne oldu, bu kıvranmaya devam ediyor.
So, Doctor, have you been able to examine our mother?
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
Senin gibi birisinden iyi bir cümle.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling.
Tımarhanelik bu da.
His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
You did good work. The tranquilizer is kicked in. Now you can disinfect and bandage his wounds.
Thank you, Doctor. And as to his weight loss?
I'll prescribe an antifungal treatment for his dysgeusia. In the meantime, feed him intravenously.
It'll be done.
Hastalarla ilgileniyoruz diye başarı mı kazandık? Allah Allah.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever.
I wanted more for myself, but
Dr. Colden.
Aha.
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
Bu ne ya? İlaçla bunun hakkında zaten konuşmuştuk. Kötü bir yalancısın. Sana bir şeyler yazacağım. Neden bana gelmedin direkt?
I thought we trusted each other.
Really, Marie? Can you swear to me that you're not intending something reckless?
It's because I respect you that I won't lie to you.
Is there something I should know?
You better tell me about your symptoms.
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
Yorgun düşmüşsün. Bu bir üzüntü gibi.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh, there's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory.
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
Edward Pierce, aha bizim şeyimiz değil mi? Dosya garip bir şekilde tamamlanmamış durumda ve tedaviye dair detaylar verilmemiş. Normal bir durum değil.
Thank you for your help, Doctor.
Thank you. I'll be going. In theory, this is where we hang the key to the boiler room. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Dr. Colden?
I'll be going.
Ben gidiyorum, sen değil. Şimdi bir daha oraya bir git.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation. Let's hope I can go through the administration office. I don't have any business in the boiler room.
Ortalık bayağı geniş. Tıpkı bir sözlük gibi bu eser modern dünyada kullanılmakta olan ve bilinen tüm tıbbi ilimleri alfabetik sırada içermektedir. Her içeriğin o güne kadar yapılmış en önemli işi ve referansları belirtilmiştir diyor. Şu en son nokta neresi? Kılık mı değiştireceğiz yoksa?
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things. Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
Tipe bak lan, sen kimsin?
Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Tam tipmiş ya bak. Donovan'ın dikkatini dağıt. He.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
Dövecek
Dr.
o.
Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
No, but rest assured,
That-
I will.
Senin dikkatini nasıl çekeceğim? Polisten mi yardım istesem?
Is everything all right, Ethan?
Yeah, I know I should go.
I will work until late.
Oh, all right.
Donovan'ın dikkatini dağıt ha.
Please, the fewer interruptions there are, the faster I'll be finished.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Bana bakıyor ha, manyak beni izliyor.
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
Ne bileyim, bir şeyler topluyoruz ama.
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
Şimdi nereyi incelemedik? Blok A orasıydı.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Come now. Don't let that witch sap your morale. We're lacking in qualified personnel, and she knows it. Her petty punishments won't last forever.
I'm trying, Doctor. I'm trying. It's just that sometimes I imagine she shuts down the water herself, just for the pleasure of harassing me.
Her time is much too precious for these kind of petty games.
Anyway, I've learned my lesson. I'll hold my tongue next time.
Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
Donovan'ın dikkatini dağıt, suyu kes. Oradan, buradan.
Everybody says it. She's a witch.
Kadın orada bekliyor. O zaman anahtarı alıp aşağı ineceğiz sanki. O anahtar neredeydi?
The door to the boiler room is locked. Where did I see that key? Ah, yes. The office in Block B.
Aferin zeki kız. Blok B.
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
Yarım saat oldu, bir aksiyon göremedik oyunda.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Allah Allah. Bir alet, edevat. Burası çok boş bir oda. Burada hiçbir şey yok değil mi?
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays.
Bir alet bul. Nereden bulacağım? Hizmetliye mi söylesek? Burayı temizliyor lan bu sefer de bu. Ne gibi yani bir alet bul dediğin? Demin burada araştırma aldım. Buldum. Dedi ya, sayın bitene kadar gelemezsiniz.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Elizabeth'e döneceğiz için. Dur şuranın kapısını kapatayım. Banyodaki kızın adı mı Elizabeth'ti?
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
Git de oraya
I
söyle.
can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time. Mrs. Donovan?
I'm busy. Elizabeth, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. But it's about the water.
What now?
It's off. It's not my fault.
Nothing is ever your fault. I told you to control the flow, even if I know it's not your strong point.
I've apologized 1,000 times.
I haven't counted that many, but then unlike you, I don't have time to keep track.
Please, Mrs. Donovan. I'm grateful to you for having kept me on despite that incident. I just need the water to be put back on. Otherwise, the bathroom will quickly become a nest of germs.
Oh, very well. I'll finish what I'm doing, and then I'll fix your blunders once more.
Thank you, ma'am.
Out of my sight, go chatter with your colleagues. That's what you do best.
Kaçtık mı?
At last. The missing files must be hidden here. The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders.
Nadir rastlanan mental bir rahatsızlık olan Stendhal sendromu üzerine bir çalışma, şahıs sanata olan aşırı ilgiden dolayı değişik rahatsızlıklar geçiriyormuş. Allah Allah, tam da bizim vakamıza uygun.
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
Neyi anlamadım? Bir dakika. Aşağı dolabın kapağı açılacak. Gizli yer bu.
I should go another way.
Tamam, başka da bir şey yok. Yelkenlileri
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
çevir. Bu tamam.
I've unlocked something. Patient files. I was right.
Silindir, Fuller'ın ofisine gizlenmişti. Sarah Hawkins'le yaptığı psikoanaliz seanslarıyla alakalı düşüncelerini kaydetmişti. Fuller'ın ofisini ara diyor hala. Şuradan dinleyeceğiz.
Conclusions. Session number 17. Patient? Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls the mythos. It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
Bu kadarcık mı? Kesik bir parmak.
This finger belonged to a woman. Why keep it here? Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
Bu sonradan mı olacak?
Why is Ethan on medication? The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection
Hawkins,
between these three?
Fitzroy ve Fuller.
It's fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
Ne manyak bir adammışsın be. Şimdi mi şu ayakkabı aktif hale geldi?
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection.
Kısmen yanmış bir ayakkabı, görünüşe göre Sarah Hawkins'e ait.
I must go back to the basement.
Neresi ora, mutfak?
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Tekrar başa döndük. Bu bölüm çok sakin geçti ya. Kaan.
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
Oo, iğne vurdu. Psikopat seni. Hadi canım, kadının yerine mi geçtik?
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around. Slowly.
Kitapçıdayız.
Talk, filthy thief! I swear I'll shoot!
Evet, burada bitiriyoruz arkadaşlar. Tam bölümün sonuna geldik. Yani bu çok zevksiz bir bölümdü ama yani konuyla ilgili bir şeydi. Hiç ummadığımız bir şey oldu. Meğersem biz bayan doktorun yerine geçtik. Bayan doktor o zaman tehlikede. Şu an onu kurtarmaya mı çalışacağız? Nasıl olacak? Ne enteresan bir senaryo yazmışsınız. Göreceğiz bakalım bir sonraki bölümde. Görüşmek üzere. Kendinize iyi bakın. Hoşça kalın.